Mondays with Mori, with me, Mori Yelvington of Morph, Transform Your Reality. If this is the first time you're watching me live, welcome to my world. I'm so honored that you are here. Every Monday, I go on live and share with you some awarenesses to help just expand your awareness around life and what's going on with it. I mainly help women overcome anxiety and depression, but I'm really here to support you with whatever it is that's coming up for you. And today I want to share with you a story that happened with my kids, and I think will really bring some awareness to maybe times where you are not looking through the lens that really will create the most for you in your life. Okay, so if you're here, just take a deep breath in with me. Breathe out. And just really tune in to what I'm going to share with you, because I really believe it's going to expand for you, whatever it is that you're going through. So this morning, I went outside to warm up my car before I was taking my kids to school. I have 3 kids. I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And as I was standing outside, everything was frozen. There was little icicles, the sun was shining, so everything was glistening, and it was gorgeous. It was freezing, 26 degrees, really cold. And I just started doodling on the frozen ice by my window. So I was just doing little hearts and writing I love you and little X's and O's. And I was kind of going down the side of the car, just doing it while the car was warming up. And I went in the house and got them ready, and they went into the car. My youngest ended up staying at home because he was sick. He was coughing and wasn't feeling good, so I just kept him home. And so we get into the car, and I start driving. And my middle child says to me, "Who drew all these beautiful things on the windows?" And I said, "Oh, I did. I was just drawing some hearts." And she was like, "Well, why did you only drew them on my brother's window? Why didn't you draw it on my window?" And I was like, that's a very interesting point of view. And so I said to her, "Well, what do you mean? I was just drawing them on the car. It was no intention. I didn't know where you were going to sit." And so I asked her, "Could I share my feelings with you?" And she said yes. And I said to her, I know that a lot of times with siblings, there's this rivalry. And we tend to have this lens. And maybe the lens that you're looking right now is that he is more loved than you. And so if you have that thought, if you have that belief that I love him more than I love you, then everything that you are going to look at in life, you're going to look from this lens, from this perspective. You're not going to see the actual truth of the situation. You're going to find evidence to support the notion that you are not as loved as he is. So I want you to tune into the energy of this for a minute. And so she said to me, "Well, what do you mean?" And I said to her, I went outside this morning and I was so excited with this frost, and I just wanted to doodle on the car. It had nothing to do with you or with your brother. It just had to do with my love and how I was feeling. But you come into the car, and instead of looking at it and being like, "Oh, this is so beautiful, I love this," you're looking at it and thinking to yourself, "Why don't I have this? Why don't I have a heart? My mom doesn't love me as much as she loves him." I said to her, I didn't even know where you were going to sit. You could have easily sat next to this window with the heart on it, and it would have been directed to you, or it has nothing to do with you. So the thing is, and I said to her, the thing is that I love all of you the same, because you're all very unique individuals, and I love you so much. But I'm not going to treat you the same because you're very different. I'm not going to expect a 6-year-old to act like an 11-year-old, but it has nothing to do with how much I love you and how much I care about you. Now, you can excuse this behavior in your mind as not being good enough or not being loved enough. But that is just the lens in which you choose to look at the world from. And when you choose the lens of "I'm not good enough," everything is going to support that notion for you. Everything that happens is going to happen to you because you're not good enough. Every opportunity that you miss, you're not even going to see because you're not good enough. You have to change the lens that you're looking through. So I want to invite you to notice, what lens are you looking through when it comes to you and to what shows up in your life? What are you creating? What is triggering you? What is stopping you? What lens are you looking through? We always tend to look outside of us for the validation. What if you just knew that you were so powerful, that you were the best, most valuable commodity on this earth? What if that was an unshaken truth for you? What would it create for you in your life? What kind of role model would you be for your children? What kind of boss would you be to your employees? If you knew that you were worth it just for who you are, just for the gift that you are, how would your life change? How will you interact? How would you walk outside? We have to change these patterns that we're creating and that our kids are creating from the core, because we're the only ones that can stop the cycle. So if we can notice it and we can stop it with us, then we can stop it for them. We can stop it for the world. And then we will be able to be the gift that we are with no judgment. So I'm doing a completely free masterclass about this topic in 2 weeks from now. There's a link in my bio. It's called The Gift of You. We're really going to tune into the energetics of the gift that you are and the gifts that you bring and your mission to what it is that you're here to do. I love doing this masterclass right before the end of the year because it really sets the tone to what's going to come up for you this year. What's going to show up? What kind of magic can you step into? If you are interested and you want to come play, I would love to see you in this masterclass. I would love to share with you the insights, the healing, the transformation, so you too can start living a life through the lens of endless possibilities in the realms of magic. Because it's amazing what can show up when you choose to step into the power of who you truly are and who you came here to be. And I would love to be a mentor for you in this journey. So there's a link in the bio. I would love for you to join. If this live was a contribution for you, please share. It means the world to me to know that somebody else can actually start shifting how they see something, that somebody else can start activating from the inside, from their own power, just from hearing these messages. Sometimes that's all you need, is a shift in perspective, shift of lens. So let me know if this was a contribution. Let me know if you share so I can personally thank you. I hope to see you in a class, and have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye.